Okay, so I'm Elena Vega, and I'm the Business Development Director for Digital Element for Southern Europe. And I'm here today to give you an overview of how IP geodata fits in the advertising ecosystem, right? Sorry that the presentation is in English. I'm sorry, but yeah, I can't speak French, so sorry about that. Thanks for bearing with me. Okay. So yeah, Digital Element is an IP geodata provider. And what we are going to talk about here today is the targeting challenges that we are facing, the art of staying relevant due to using our data, and a few case studies, which is probably the most interesting and important part, because you will see a few success studies there. And then I will talk really briefly about Digital Element and the products that we offer, so you can have a better overview of that as well. Okay, so the targeting challenges. So yeah, what you are seeing here is the first banner that ever appeared on the internet, and that appeared in Hotwire, and it's an AT&T banner. Since then, the market has become more complex, right? And we all know that, and we are facing a few challenges regarding targeting and consumers. The challenge has been, well, the first conversion rates that we had there, the click-through rates, it was 10%. Then in the 19th, dropped to 3%, and to date is a shocking 0.06%. The challenge now could be the ability to target these users in a really tangible world when we are using multiple devices, TVs, what it used to be. So that's what we are today, right? And the data, big data, is key to that. We've got a bit of a data explosion. What we are in the advertising industry has become more complex, and yeah, so we are like. Basically, as a marketeer, you find quite difficult to know where you are in this whole ecosystem, and then you get all these data sources. But if you have to get really relevant data, otherwise the targeting won't be relevant either. So that's key. And IP geolocation, what we offer is a different layer of relevancy and context to all of this. Okay, we have, as a Digital Element, our technology has been, has been independently verified as the most accurate IP solution out there. Some interesting figures there is country-level targeting is 99.9% accurate, and then we've got city-level targeting at 97% accuracy. That's worldwide level, right? So it could vary, like, depending on the country, but it's quite high for city-level targeting on the IP address. Our technology reach, and why we have been named as the most accurate solution out there, is because we cover pretty much 99% of all the routable IP traffic, which is massive. And then thanks to our data partnerships and strategic clients as well, we see 250 billion IPs per month. And we see those from billions of different viewpoints, which is quite good. Thanks to all of that, and we can see an IP address, and we can target an IP address since the moment it becomes active, which is quite important, and that's what gives us the accuracy and the quality that we've got regarding data. Now, what we are going to talk about here is a few examples of the applications that we have. And the first one here, we've got TapAd, right? It's an advertising network, online targeting ad network. And since they start using our technology to geo-target campaigns, their clients have been an uplift on the campaigns of 7% in tablet, 8% mobile, and 11% desktop. That's an uplift from what they were using before. And there is a lovely quote from one of our lovely clients, and we haven't paid them for that, but yeah. And it basically shows how important it is to be at the right place at the right time. And that's what we are all about in Digital Element. We've got, this is a success case study, really. It's Waitrose is a large, major UK supermarket brand. And what they did was they basically target these 10 specific places where their delivery, basically they wanted to optimize their deliveries and their delivery logistics. And what they did was target 10 different locations and all the postcodes around them. And they saw that their CPA dropped by 85%. So in terms of like the technology, it's not just a nice to have to show the relevant content to the user, is that the ROE figures are quite attractive as well. So when we start talking about money, that's when that's when it becomes more relevant to everyone here. So another advertising, this is quite curious advertising example with Crimton and PrimeSide. Crimton being an RTV platform and PrimeSide being an outdoor advertising company. So if you're walking around London, which is this example is from London, and you happen to walk right beside a PrimeSide poster, you could be targeted by an advertiser and they will show their ad or their promotion. So they will drive you, basically they will send you relevant offer to you, and they will drive you inside their pub with, get a pint and get a burger too for free. So yeah, they have seen the uplift as well in their traffic that comes to their stores, and that can be like used for any purposes as well. This is quite big for us as well, and it's geographic rights management. So basically, if you're traveling, I do tend to travel a lot. So whenever I go, and if I may, I don't know, I will make it up as a TV4 user or BBC user, and I want to watch the content or a football match in a different country to mine, it won't show me the content if they haven't got the rights to show it in that particular country, which means that they will block the content. So yeah, if that ever happens to you, that was because of us. So sorry about that, but it's as the advertiser or the customer is quite good to have. Even if you are trying to access from a proxy, it will detect that you are accessing from a proxy address. It will analyze that and it will block you the content. So for preventing fraud, is quite powerful as well. This is a mobile publisher example. This is not geo-targeting, but this is more has to do with the connection type. So if you are logging in from 3G or 4G connection, it will detect that you are not on a Wi-Fi. So instead of displaying the video straight away, it will target you with a click for the video, so it won't collapse your device, basically, your data connection. Okay, so we are actually the only supplier, the only IP data supplier to offer postal code accurate targeting. And we are the only IP technology accredited by the media, it's going crazy, sorry, by the Media Rating Council. If you want more information about that, you can contact me, and I will be happy to give you more information on that. But if you are happening to be in the middle of using an IP data provider, make sure you choose the right one, so you get the right information to make the right decision. I'm going to talk really briefly about our product range, because it's quite important, but the standard net acuity, that's our geo standard technology. We have been in the market since 1999. It's an American company, and the only thing we have done has been IP address. So we are actually quite good at that. Then we've got Net Equity Edge, which combines our technology with our partners' data. So they are actually IPs verified by our partners, and that's when we can go to postal code level targeting, even in Europe, which is it was quite difficult before, but we actually can do it. And then recently, we came out, we actually developed a new product, which is Net Equity Pulse and Pulse Plus, which combines all our data partners' data and our own technology with mobile traffic data. So we've got partnerships with the Skyhook, which shares millions of Wi-Fi points and can give us a better overview of postal code level targeting. And yeah, has become like the best, the cutting edge technology for IP geotargeting. So, okay. So yeah, it was a quick overview, and I'm going to summarize a few bits and bobs of what I've talked about here. And it's, so we are basically the first IP provider with the most accurate data available. Our coverage pretty much is 100%, which doesn't happen out there in the market. The market leader in IP geolocation, so yeah, like accuracy is one of our best brand. Then we are actually the only provider that offers validated postal code data, so bear that in mind. And the information is anonymous. We are pretty much a really simple database. We've got a really simple database and technology to deploy in your system, so it could be a 20-minute download, and you will be done. And then we do have a specialized team working 24/7, sitting in Atlanta, in the US, for any questions our customer have. So we have like 24/7 support. And
your last word, please, your last words.
Yeah.
Because
sorry.
The countdown is
and yeah,
down.
that's the digital element clients. That's all you've got there. Well, there's some of our clients there. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, big brands, startups, and we've got many more. So if you've got any questions, yes, we will be outside, just come and ask, and it will be great to help. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.